Hello, I'm Iona Walker from ionareed.co.uk and I'm just going to do a little video tutorial about how to make a reed from a blank. So in my other videos I got you to this point, so tied on, looking good, and now we're going to have to do turn it into a reed because it's no good like this. So this is for if you don't have a profiling machine. Lots of people don't have one. So this is if you're going to do it basically completely from scratch. So you're going to need a mandrel, a blank, a pencil, a beveled edge knife for the first bit, and calipers or a ruler. I use calipers because I think they're great. So to start off, I'm going to use my calipers and I'm going to measure 11mm from the bottom of the thread up to here, and then 13mm up to here. And I'm going to mark it out on my reed, both sides. So hopefully you'll be able to see that. Okay. So once I've marked mine out, I've pre-done it just to make it a bit quicker. You can draw a line along the bottom one. Now I must stress that where you mark out on your reed, it doesn't really matter. These are quite a good standard set of markings if you like a long scrape, but it all definitely to do with the length of scrape you like and also the overall length of the reed. So you can change these measurements if you want to. So I'm just going to mark out on my bottom line a straight line between one edge to the other, as well as straight as I can make it. And then I'm going to make a half moon down to the line from the other marker to make a crescent, or what we call a U-scrape. Mine's a bit messy, it doesn't really matter. Then you're going to take your bevel edge knife, and what you're going to do is you're going to score along the line. Some people flick straight up from the line, but it's very good if you score along the line first, because then you have an indentation with which to remove the rest of the cane. It's very neat and tidy, which is what we want really. So I'm going to go from one edge to the other following the line, and I'm scoring out the shape that I've just drawn as neatly as I can and as evenly as I can, so that the base of the U is in the centre. Okay. Now make sure you have got quite a sharp knife to do this with, because this next bit needs to be nice and sharp. So once we've got our scored out section, you probably can't see that, but I have run my knife along it. I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to use a flicking motion from the scored part. Following the scored line, I'm going to remove the cane neatly and tidily, big scraping, just to take the top off. Here we go. And then once I've got it, I'm going to rub off my marks, and I should have a nice U, and that's basically step number one. Okay, so here we are for step number two. You should have stripped both sides now. They should be equal because of the lines that you put on each edge, and they should be the same. So the next step is basically one of the trickiest bits, because we have to start marking out the elements of the reed, because as we know, the reed has got a spine, it's got a tip, it's got a heart, and it also has shoulders. So we need to start marking those out whilst we start taking cane away, otherwise we will end up with a reed that doesn't sound very good. So the first step I usually do, you don't have to do this, but this is what I do, is I start creating a crescent moon shaped tip. Now bear in mind, when you make the tip, obviously you're going to be cutting the end off, so make sure you allow for a bit of to be removed when you're cutting it off. So set it back a little bit, that's basically what I'm saying. So wherever you fancy it, I don't usually draw this on, but I'm going to draw this on to show you. Just draw a little crescent and start taking cane away in a crescent shaped manner. Now Now you can use a mandrel to help you if you like it a bit longer, just to help your hand, because sometimes you get a bit of hand cramp. But always use your finger to support underneath and start taking it away. So I'm going to start making sort of arcing motions like this. Now in my other video I talked about the way to scrape, and I remember using the thumb as a pivot, very much similar way of scraping here. I'm using my thumb as a guide, so I can't go any further back than I want to go, so I've got complete control over where I'm going and what I'm doing. So I'm just taking it away. And I don't know whether you'll be able to see this, it doesn't seem to zoom in on the reed very well, but I'll try and do it really defined so you can see that some cane has come away here and it's in a moon shape. Okay, and obviously the rule of thumb for making reeds is that you do what you do to one side, you do to the other. So just always try and maintain equality between both sides as you're making. And that's basically step number 2.